Hello, Laura J. here in my sacred corner where I hope that you will follow along for a journey through the sacred sojourn of the soul. Now, I will not be doing that lesson right now in this moment, but what I do want to bring to you instead is a lesson about the 7 C's of change that we are going through individually and collectively. The first C that you need to be aware of is compassion for both yourself and others. Realize that even when we feel like we have no creative capacity left, we are not unresourceful. We are just in an unresourceful state. Have compassion for yourself and for others, and also know that through the transformation of self-image and during changing times like these that we are all going through together, we are losing our identity individually and collectively. And in that liminal phase of change between where we were and where we're going, when we don't know who we are, that's a terrifying time, and it can bring out the shadow aspects of ourselves that previously were used as armor to protect us to the best of what our inner child knew to do. Because that is who often comes onto the throne of the inner kingdom, who reigns until we grow them up, which is what we have a chance now to do. The second C is connection. And that is what we are forced not to do right now with this social distancing in effect. And so instead of one-on-one and connecting with people, even personally or physically, it is an opportunity for us instead to use what mediums we do have, which social media is definitely one. Connect with people who are in a vibe that you want to reach, because inner peace is about individual needs necessitating emotional resiliency and resonance. We need to connect with people who are on our level. And if we are in a space of fear, then we will attract and meet people there. But if instead we are willing to raise our vibe, we can interact with a higher vibing tribe. Now, clarity is the third C for you to really gain a hold of. And for so long, many of us have been sleepwalking through our lives, buying into someone else's vision of what success looks like. And now that that vision is falling apart in front of our eyes, it's our chance to go inside and find what truly makes us joyful. Realizing J-O and Y start and end the journey. Joy is what starts and ends the journey, and what we must learn to find along the way too. From a healthy and functional perspective, rather than a dysfunctional perspective that throws us off and out of alignment with our higher self. Now, courage is the fourth part, and it is often found within the heart. So go inside, and there you'll find the COEUR that surpasses age in wisdom. COEUR is the French word for heart. And if we separate age and wisdom, then we truly start to understand that the inner child reigns until we grow ourselves up emotionally by creating a sacred practice that will help us maneuver change through adversity and through good times too, from a more sustainable way that allows us to say at the end of the day, if God takes me from here, regardless of your faith foundation or what you would put in place of the God, when that day comes, and it will come for us all, did you do things that lifted your vibe so that you had a good time while you were alive? Confidence is the fifth C that you will get to embrace. And you must understand that confidence is situational. It is not a given or a guarantee. And it comes in stages. And at times you will feel like you have it, and other times you will feel like it is completely lost. But in a moment's notice, suddenly you will be there again. And when you are willing to become a peaceful inner warrior, one who is willing to practice a special practice that calls you back to the present moment, then you will have confidence for more moments than ever before. Now, confidence leads to commitment, and commitment offers you all 6. Because commitment is not just to others, it is commitment to yourself, commitment to myself. It is the commitment to the present moment. It is commitment to be here fully. When we are willing to fully commit, to no longer half-ass it, and be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, when we are willing to fully commit, that is when we accomplish our dreams. And the clarity that we will be able to achieve is what will allow us to dream even bigger. We will remember that dreams are meant to fit a few sizes too big, so that we can grow into them. For it is when we grow into our dreams, we give other people permission to grow into theirs, to go for theirs. And that is the true definition of contribution, of having gone through the hero's journey, the sacred sojourn of the soul, that brings you back where you started for the first time with new eyes to see the lies of the oblivious made obvious, once we took out our previous settling and expanded into a new perspective that allowed us to see down and look up and around with new eyes. So hopefully this has given you a new perspective to be able to maneuver this sacred sojourn that we'll get into soon. And along the way, in my channel here, I'll be sharing with you leaders that I have found along my path. And it's been quite interesting. I've been a lot of places around the world, and then I've also been to different spaces within my own. I will share the best of what I've got in order to help you know that you are not alone during these turbulent times. Please go to my Facebook community called A Space Where Misfits Fit, a Home for Soulful Seekers, and contribute. Share your journey, share your questions, share your insights, but not from a fearful place. Share what you want to be focused on as you vibe at a higher level. And it's not to say that it's not happening, but it is to say that reality is realistic evidence appearing legit in tomorrow's yesterday, and that things grow when we give our attention to them. And the pattern of the media right now is very much focused on the dis-ease, the pandemic, the hysteria that is creating a lot of distraction, that is decreasing our ability to build momentum in a positive direction. So why not band together in prayer, in steadfast focus on where we want to go and who we're becoming in the process, remembering that adversity brings out who we naturally are, who we have grown into through all that came before. All of your experiences brought you to here. Even if you feel like there have been more failures and X's on your past to last a whole lifetime, just know each of those helped you prepare for when you would connect with someone who is there right now. And your experience, having lived through it, will help them. Because what you need to know, and is how I'll end this message, is the fact that you and I have survived every single one of the darkest days of our lives till now. and together we can survive many more. Let us pray for health, for healing, for wholeness within ourselves, for the Mother who has held us all our whole lives, and to the Father too, the Son, who helps us remember that we are all one. Blessings to you. Laura J. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you.